Hi, and welcome to the yard again. We're going to do some cleaning and a blade change on the Navimow X450. And so it's parked on the dock. I've got the app loaded. You can drag it off the dock into your preferred work location, but I'm going to show you a little trick. If you put it into remote control mode, and I'm going to show this here, you put it in remote control mode, you can drive it around. You can also tell it where you want to go. If you click on, in the remote mode, this little pin icon here, it presents you the map, and you can select on the map where you would like it to go for you to then manually mow. So I just told it, go over there in the shade, and it's going to do that, and we'll meet you there. Bye, little guy. I'll see you in a minute. We have arrived as our designated cleaning location, and I got some supplies over there. And we're going to first power it down, but we're going to do that in a sort of special way. We're going to put it into cleaning mode. So if you go in the menu here, let me try to find not the glare. Mow, home, work mode, cutting height. It's in here somewhere. Cleaning mode, there we are. I press OK. It says start cleaning now, cutting disc down, mower off. I will hit yes, and it's asking for my passcode. You're not going to see that. I will enter it in secret. Okay, I've entered the passcode. It is lowering the cutting deck to its most bottom height and turning off. It has powered off, and I have stood it up, and a bunch of stuff fell out. And if we can see, if I pull the deck out here a little bit, maybe you can see there's some packed in grass and stuff in there. We'll get that later with the leaf blower, but first I'm going to lay it all the way on its back and take these discs off. They're held on with 3 socket head screws. That is a 3 millimeter metric / Allen key, and I'll be right back. So here's my 3 millimeter Allen key. I also have an attachment for this, which I'm going to use right now because it's going to be way more efficient. And that's the cutting discs off. And while we're here, take a look. You can see the, oh look, there's a stick in the suspension. But you can see the beam rear axle here. It's not sprung or anything, it's just on a pivot. And then the front wheels, they are on sort of springs with the suspension. So interesting stuff. I'm gonna take these to the bench. I'm gonna keep them separate. So this is the right disc, and the, well, this is laying on its back, this is the right, that's the left, but I'm going to keep them separate. They are directional, apparently. And we are at my convenient little workstation here. I do suggest you put these on something where you can get a little grip. I won't lie, I have already changed the blades once. After that huge rain, these are those blades. Just take a quick look at them here. They aren't too bad. They're a bit discolored. Yeah, you can see that they were exposed to some moisture, and I'm going to maybe give a try at sharpening these up. They're definitely still sharp enough to cut you, but yeah. So there's that. And Navimow gives you 4 boxes of blades, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and they have 9 each. So you need to use 1 box and 1/3 of another box to do a blade change, because there are 12, 6 each on the cutting discs. And in taking these off, I have discovered something. It tells you in the manual that they are marked L and R, left and right on them, but they're not. At least I have not found that. What they are is they are keyed differently. The pattern of holes and these little studs, bumpers on the bottom, are different for the 2 different discs. So they'll only go back where they came from. So this is one, and this is the other. Oh yeah, see, Looks like this one wasn't working so well. It's got some tree parts wedged underneath it. Yeah, we'll get that. Anyway, I'm gonna put you on fast forward and spin all these out. We'll start with the ones on the bottom and then flip them over and do the tops. And I'm going to also do it quickly. And I do have a screwdriver that I will do the final tightening on. This is just to spin them in and out for efficiency. Now, one thing to be careful of is these are, if I can get the angle right, these are little shoulder screws. There's an unthreaded larger shank part here, and you have to make sure that the blade goes into that so it can swing. If you can pinch it, in there and it won't swing. So you need to make sure that the blade is on the shank properly. Okay, so that's 3 blades, and they all spin, and they're all properly tightened with my manual device. So I'm just gonna rip through the rest. And that is one cutting disc all done and together. Again, make sure all the blades swing freely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll put that aside, switch it, and work on the other one. Okay, got those 3 changed. Put the cover back on. Now you do have to kind of be careful. These are all the same screws, so if you took a blade out of here and you're not paying attention, you could try to put one there, but that's what holds the top of the disc on. So look at the dirt pattern, and the blades only go in the dirty areas. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All spinning freely. Reassemble. And we're back with our freshly cleaned, replaced blades, cutting discs. So before I put these on, I'm just going to check the spindles, make sure there's no debris anywhere. Everything looks good. And we'll see which one goes on which. That is not clicking into that one. So it must be over here. Yep, there we are, just popped in. Again, these little pegs, they only go on the one that they're assigned to. Now that was a false set, because I don't see the threads underneath. There we go, now I can see the threads through there. So we will put all these little screws back in, 6 in total. I do have perhaps a piece of feedback for Navimow, and that is to change a set of this whole blade change is 12 blades, and then 3 fasteners to hold the discs together, and then the 3 cap screws here that hold the discs to the mower. And that's 24 fasteners. That's a lot of fiddling. I haven't seen the cutting discs available as an accessory yet, but I would consider maybe including a spare set with the mower so you can do the quick part when you're out in the yard and maybe change the blades later at your convenience. with the spare set of blades. So now I've spun them down. I'm just going to give them a little check with my manual Allen driver here. Final torquing. That looks good. Let me put that in my pocket so I don't lose it. And I'm just going to clean off the tires here. See, there's mud, chunks. Comes off real easy. Flat blade screwdriver. This is not the first time I've done this. My advice is if your mower gets muddy, let it dry and then clean it off. It all comes off these tires very, very easily. Just chunks, flakes. Sometimes I don't even have to clean it. If I send it out in a wet yard in the morning, it will often just shed any mud that it has accumulated by itself. All right, we're gonna stand it up and clean out the deck here. Okay, I've stood it up, and you could use your choice of air blaster tool, big, smaller. I got this little thing. It's kind of nice. It runs off the Ryobi batteries, and it moves some air. So I'm gonna mute you here probably. That worked pretty well and is extremely loud. So yeah, I think we're about ready to go. We'll just sit it down, power it on, and send it out to cut. So we're done and we're back on the ground. Powering it up is very simple. Just press and hold the power button here. It beeps, shows you a little, if I can get away from the glare, Navimow, splash screen there, see a little progress bar. So that'll take a minute to boot up. Let me just do a little sign off here. So that is how you do a blade change on the Navimow X450. It's not that bad, it's pretty fiddly. There are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 24 fasteners. Yeah, it's a lot. Maybe I'm gonna see about procuring an extra set of cutting discs, as I mentioned, just to make this a little quicker and save the fiddly bit with the blades for maybe indoors on a bench or something like that. I just heard it. It's done booting up. I'm gonna go send it out to cut on this beautiful day here. Look at that. Just, you couldn't ask for nicer weather. It is 84 degrees. Anyway, thanks for watching.